Well, hey guys, this is Graham over at therecordingrevolution.com. Today I wanted to do a real quick video for you guys on a better way to audition drum loops that are on your computer somewhere while you're in Pro Tools, so you know what drum loops to drag into Pro Tools. Because I showed you how easy last week it is to just drag loops into your session, but this is a great way to find loops quickly if you're not sure which ones you want to use. So if you're in Pro Tools, what I like to do is just go up to what's called the Workspace browser, and that's under Window, Workspace. This is kind of a boring window that you may never use, but it's very powerful. What it simply does is allows Pro Tools to see files on your computer, and in our case we want to look at loops. So you would navigate to wherever those loops are. In my case, I've got an external drive here, and I've got a folder called Loops, and within that folder I've got a few different loops that I've got saved on my computer, and I don't know if any of them are going to work for my song. So you can sort of see that there's a wave readout and a speaker icon, and this is where you can sort of click and audition a drum loop. Let's take a listen. So you get the idea. You can just click on the speaker and audition the loop. Now that's really helpful if you know in your head the way the song is, but what's even more helpful is if you could listen to the loop here while listening to your session playing to see if it fits with your groove. So for instance, I've got a acoustic guitar part here, and I want to make sure that these drums could potentially fit with it. So what you can do is press play in your session, flip back over to the workspace, which is Option semicolon, or you just come over here to the window. And so while your session's playing, I'm going to be able to then audition the loop, okay? It's real simple. Let's take a listen. Now, what's the problem? The problem is the loop isn't lining up with my acoustic guitar, so it's playing at the same time, but it's not lining up. And the beauty of Pro Tools is that it has a workaround for that, because believe it or not, these loops, you don't know what tempo they are a lot of times, or maybe that you want a loop that's not nearly in the tempo of your song. But we've seen already that Pro Tools can accommodate loops of any tempo generally. So what you want to be able to do is audition it at the tempo that your session is playing at. And what you can do for that is this button up here. If you click that on or off, it's the same as over here on the left, audio files conform to session tempo. You see it lights up the green. And then what you have is 4 different algorithms: polyphonic if you have an acoustic loop, monophonic if it's a bass line. We probably want rhythmic because we're looking at drum loops. And that's all I would choose. And then now when I press play and listen to the loop, it will conform to tempo. And it's as simple as that. It allows you to audition the loop at the tempo of your session till you find the right one. And when you do find the right one, again, it's just drag and drop like we looked at before in a previous video. If I like that ride, I'm simply going to drag those 2 guys to the bottom of my session. And then if you look here, we've got a created track for you. The loop's already there, and it's already conformed to the tempo you need. You can sort of drag it to bar 1 and take a listen. There it is, auditioning loops using the Workspace browser and bringing them in. Hope that was helpful to you guys. For more articles and information, head over to therecordingrevolution.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can also follow me on Twitter. It's Silver Sun Pro. Hope you guys are having a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.